So I've been using the Boots Curl Crème for about 2 years now, and I realised the other day I don't actually know if it makes that much of a difference to my hair. So I thought I'd do a little experiment and only put curl cream in one side of my hair. Let's see what happened. So as you can see, I'm starting out with hair that's wet and detangled. So what I'm going to do now is just give my hair a little spritz just for luck, using my trusty spray bottle that you've probably seen me raving about in my other videos. I got it for just over a tenner off Amazon, and the reason why I love it so much is because when I spray my hair with it, it comes out as like a mist as opposed to the sort of that I've used in the past. So this is the curl cream that I'm going to use. It's from Boots. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with it at the moment. It's either discontinued or it's back in stock. So at the moment, as when I'm filming this now, it's a bit of a potluck as to whether it's in the store or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to only apply it to half of my hair because, like I said, I want to sort of try and see if it's going to make a difference. Now, this cream I absolutely love because you only need to use a tiny blob of it, because it's quite thick, and as I said, it's cheap as chips. Some strict curly girl method followers don't recommend this because, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it has a small amount of what's called isopropyl alcohol, which is drying, but it's right at the bottom of the ingredients list, which usually means that there is a minimal amount in it. I also love it because it smells almost like roses. So if you like that sort of sweet floral smell in your products, this one I recommend. So I've got the little blob on my hands, and what I'm going to do is just a tiny sort of spritz of water just to help it go further. I rub it into my hands. Probably should have taken my rings off first, oh well. And then it sort of turns white almost. So now I'm going to gently sort of rake it through my hair, just on this one side. And you'll notice I start at the mid-lengths and ends, and then work my way up to my roots. And the reason for that is my hair gets weighed down quite easily. So I like to sort of try and avoid applying a lot of products to the roots. And then I'm just going to give it a little scrunch for luck. I love a good scrunch. I know they say you don't need to scrunch your hair if it's textured. It will curl regardless. But I find for particularly those of us that are on the more wavy end, that scrunching really does help your curls sort of pop up that little bit better. So I've raked and scrunched through my curl cream, and I've not done any on this side, so I think I might give it just a little scrunch, just because, as I said, I love to give my hair a little scrunch, but there is no curl cream because it's all gone from my hands into the hair. Next, I'm going to take my Superdrug Purple Mousse. This is also cheap as chips. It's usually sort of, I want to say it's about $1.50, and quite often it is buy one get one free as well. Now, I'm only going to use a little bit per side of my hair, just because my hair is due a wash. So there is some product in my hair already, but I have applied more of the curl cream to this side. So it will still be a fair test. And again, I'm just giving it a little scrunch. I do sometimes like to brush style my hair, which is where I take my Denman D3 brush it up and out for volume, then flip it upside down and sort of twirl it around the brush handle. I don't think I can be bothered to do that today. So I'm going to take the mousse again, just a sort of small amount. What I like about this mousse is it expands really well. So I'm just sort of raking it through again. and then giving it another good old scrunch. Now the last step is my bucket of gel. I got this for, it was either $5.75 or $5.95, I can't remember, off Amazon, and there is a shop nearby that has free delivery, so I didn't have to pay any postage for it. Now some people, particularly those with sort of finer, wavier hair, don't always get on with this gel, because if I show you guys, pop, it's so thick. But I have a hack. So I only use a tiny blob. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I've got all these black flecks. I've got no clue. I think it might be from the label on top of the lid. So what I did there, I sprayed it with the water in my spray bottle. And now I'm just gonna, again, give it a nice good scrunch. And the water that I've just added helps sort of melt the gel down a little bit, make it not quite so thick and gloopy, and just makes it go further. So these buckets of gel, I did have the biggest size one that you could get. I can't remember how much is in it, but it's a lot. That lasted me, I want to say about 2 years. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Again, just a sort of maybe a hazelnut sized blob of gel per side. I do find if I use too much of this, basically it's too good at its job. So if I use too much of the gel, my hair goes rock solid and I cannot scrunch out the crunch for the life of me. My little boy actually got into another pot of gel of this I had a while back. He came in with his hair just completely slicked down, and I was there like trying to sort of scrape it off his hair and squirting his head with water to try and dilute it, and then he woke up the next morning just looking like a cockatoo, I swear. So what I do then is gently pick up my roots just to add a little bit of volume and unstick it. So just to reiterate, this is the side that I put the curl cream on. This is the side with no curl cream. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to diffuse my hair, and I will do that off camera just because it's going to be a bit boring sitting there watching me doing this. But I will just share a couple of tips and hacks for diffusing curly hair. The first one is start at the roots. What I like to do initially is flip my head upside down and then focus the diffuser sort of around my hairline and in the roots first, including at the nape of my neck. And the reason for this is I find if I remove the water weight from my hair at the top first, that really helps just boost up that volume that we're all craving. The other reason why I start at the roots is because it minimises the amount of heat damage to the ends of my hair. So the ends of my hair always dry quicker because they are drier because it's the older hair, so they have more environmental damage. Another little tip I like to do when diffusing my hair is, again, so I've focused on the roots. Once my roots are about, I'd say 50% dry, I then flip my head the right way up, and I like to sort of gently pick up my hair, put the diffuser over it, and then let go. And again, this just helps boost the volume and get the curls starting as high up my head as they can. Where my hair's on the wavier side, I do find if I don't really focus on getting the volume and the curls at the roots, they generally start about here. So like I said, I'm going to go and diffuse my hair off camera, and then I will be back when it's dry to compare the results. So my hair is now fully dry. You can see it's got that nice cast, that sort of crunchy shell that forms around curls. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys how I break that cast. So I like to use the Superdrug Imbue Curl Energizing Hydration Serum. Bit of a mouthful. So I do 1 pump per side. It's this sort of light milky sort of liquid. Not what I was expecting. And then I do just a little bit of water, just because, as I've said, my hair does get weighed down quite easily. And then I very gently use the praying hands method and then give my hair just a little bit of a scrunch, just to stop the curls getting too stretched out. And then just give it a little fluff at the roots, because we all know how much we need that volume. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So again, just 1 pump of this serum, a little bit of water. We don't want too much, because obviously we've just dried our hair. We don't want to then get it back wet again. And then gently smooth over using the praying hands. I find this sort of helps smooth down any frizzies that are trying to escape. Whereas if I just go straight into scrunching, I just find my hair doesn't like it so much. And then again, just give it a little fluff. So just to reiterate, this is the side of my hair that I use the curl cream on. So if I step a wee bit closer, just to compare the results, curl cream, no curl cream. It might not look like there is a huge amount of difference in my hair. However, when I look at the mirror that I've got just behind the camera, that's what I keep looking at. This side of my hair, the curl, certainly, especially when I feel it, the curl starts about here on the curl cream side, and it starts about here on the non-curl cream side. So it's not a massive amount of difference, like I said, but I think it is a big enough difference that it makes the curl cream worth using. I think if it was going to be any more expensive than it is, it's about £2 for that pot, I probably wouldn't bother. But when obviously you guys can't feel my hair, when I feel my hair, this side, the curl cream side, does feel a little bit softer as well. So all in all, I would say that yes, curl cream does make a difference to 2C, 3A hair. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know any recommendations for if I should try different curl cream in the comments. As always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share, and I will see you soon. Bye bye! Yeah, I'm not going to bother brush styling. That was a little bit garbled. Smashed it.